private or public, you could be on a Discord server and there could be channels that are on there, they're restricted strictly to admins or certain people. You can see the channels, but you won't have access to them. When you're looking at the list, hopefully we'll have some block ones here in a little bit. When you're looking at the list of channels, if that has a lock symbol next to it, it's one you don't have access. And then, as I said, Discord, you could also do voice and video communication as well.
Sorry, gotta get the right thing.
So what's required? Creating an account. Sounds like everybody in here already has one to accept. We'll take care of that. Download the app, run it in a browser. Join a server. Show you how to join the club server, which it sounds like most people already are. It's really easy on ours. Just go into the main website and you click on the little Discord logo. And when you click that logo, it'll take you into the registration screen. When you register on our Discord, it goes to me and Chris, 85HIY, for approval. Register, log in, and follow the instructions to join. And then it says our Discord team, which is Chris and I, will authenticate you as a club member, and you'll be able to interact. So, those of you who've done it, you're probably familiar with this generic created account screen for Discord. Requirements are email, what you want your display name to be, username, password, and date of birth. Pretty easy sign up. And that's the main web page. You can see over there, we've got the Discord icon. Click to join. When you do that, I'll take you to this screen. You just hit join server. Back up one for me, Paul, real quick.
All the way?
Yeah. Oh,
There.
So if you have somebody that has a Discord and they don't have a website or an easy link, they can send you a URL to their Discord server. And when you get to this screen, there's a place to actually paste that URL and it'll allow you to sign up with it as well. Once you get to that screen, you just hit the wonderful join HurstARC. And you're in. Now, most servers, not all, but a lot of servers, you'll go into a pending or a holding pool. A lot of the Discord servers are for things for clubs. Not all of them, but a lot of them are clubs. So you'll go into some sort of pending holding pool. This is what our screen looks like when you join. I guess that was my screen. When I was doing this for the talk, I signed up as ham radio nerd. So this is the screen that you would get saying what the requirements are for that particular Discord server to get authenticated. For us, it's sending an email to Discord W5HRC saying who you are and your call sign. And then Chris or I will go back and look at the membership roster and make sure that you're an active member. Then activate you from there. And then once you're in, this is what it looks like. Our wonderful list of topics. If there's a topic on the club that we don't currently have that you'd like to see, mention it to Chris or I, we could probably get it activated on there. So when you're in the Discord over here is a list of the servers you're set up to. Here are the channels under that server, which are highlighted. You can't really see real well on here. Right up here with the Hurst logo, there's a little bar out next to it, indicating that's the server I'm looking at. And then this is all the channels specific to that server. And over here is the communication area for that channel.
Yeah, that's
all the conversation.
Yeah, that's once you're in a specific channel.
Right. Once you're in a specific
That
channel,
is,
pick your
and there's the
server.
conversation.
Here we're on rag 2, and then here's the conversation happening on rag 2. Then over here on the right hand side.
No, it's how to interact.
Okay, so we're still here. So down here, you've got a text area where you can type whatever it is you want to type for the channel. If you're wanting to reply to somebody, if you click on that particular message, you'll get a pop-up over here that's got a bunch of icons, and one of them will be a reply. It's kind of like using email at that point. So what do we have next? Then over here are all the members that are active in that channel. And what their levels are. Down here, we have those that are members. Up here are those that are on our executive committee. And then up top will be either Chris or I showing up there under admin.
And I would, if it's got a little green dot and by the image, that means they're active.
Right, that means that they're online or active.
The little moon, there's inactive. And if it's red, they're offline. And it's just a little dot, so you can kind of tell the status of that particular
But
person.
you can't see right here, there's another offline section that will have a list of everybody that's not currently online.
Yep.
There's a number of that channel.
Okay, that's most of that. Yeah. This is for iPhones. Because the Discord has an iPhone or for your Android phone app. And this is what it would look like on an iPhone. Same servers on the left. The channels on the channels and categories on right next to that. But you notice there's no room to have the chat part. So what you have to do is you have to tap on the channel you want to be in, and then that will take you to the dialogue portion of the.
And what will happen is this will disappear, so you spin it again, dialogue, you'll be able to tell what channel you're on. So at the very top will give you the channel. And there's actually a pull down arrow. Delete. No, there's not, sorry. To get back to the list of channels, you would just sit up there where the very top corner, there's a back arrow.
Right in there.
Yeah. Now you see it says number 43 up there. That's because in one of these servers, there's 43 unread messages somewhere in it.
Yeah, that's this.
Happens to be Jason's channel.
It's my Jason channel. This is my thing, and I don't routinely peruse his. Okay.
Go ahead.
We're getting ready for the live demo.
All right. We'll switch over to your Discord screen.
Screen, full screen, or is there a reason?
Yes,
Uh,
you hide the. Remember
I
the
have-
screen?
I have to do it up there. It has to be done up there.
It has to be done over there. Okay, sorry.
That's why it didn't get done.
I can't.
Yeah, there's no reason.
Yeah, just double click on the whole thing. Yeah, and then you can hide the screen, I think. The little bar, see that little tiny bar between the two down in the middle? Come down, right next to where it says Rescue 2, just to the left of that. See that little bar? I know, it's a pain in the butt.
Bring the mouse down, right here. Oh, and then
And slide it over as far as you want, as it will go. I think that's maybe all you can do. Okay, so
Great, your content?
Yeah. Oh.
So too weak or common to use, so add a special character or something in there somewhere. Put an exclamation on the end, that'd probably be all over the thing.
okay, so this is my Discord channel. And just to go over it, we didn't talk about this, and we'll come back to it for the DM direct message or private message. Over this, looking, if you can see the mouse moving around, again, those are the servers. And I'll show you, I can select a different server, and you'll notice over here that the topics change and the channels and the dialogue changes over here. Then I'll go back to our club, and they change again back to our stuff.
See there, he's got a number 1 next to the server that he has one unread message on one of the channels.
Yeah.
And then in his case, next to executive, it's got a number 1. So that's how you can tell what channel has a message.
That's this.
And that's the reason that it shows a number there is somebody has made a direct mention of Paul, either via the executive tag or something.
Yeah.
That's why that shows there. The other channels that are in white are ones that have messages you have not read, but may not necessarily be mentioning you directly.
That's like testing here.
And then what's in gray is what you've already read.
There, I'll select. This is the testing channel that somebody wrote some stuff.
David found the scroll bar. We're making progress.
Good, good. All right.
Okay, what the hell was
So one of the other things you can do in Discord is, like I say, you can talk in channels. Another option you have is direct messaging, to where you can
Yeah,
send a message.
and that's accomplished one of two ways. Either up here, if you click here on the Discord logo, you'll see a list of all the folks with whom you have at some point or other had a direct message. And if you'll notice over here, Michael has something and he's showing up. He's showing us he's online and so forth. If I select Michael like this, and I got to move something out of the way, sorry. There we go, yeah. I can send Michael a direct message. If you can see it down there at the bottom where I typed it in, I press enter, and then it pops up.
Notice when I reply to him, at the very bottom, it shows me is typing. So you can actually read out people like you do on a cell phone and make them think you're sending them something when you're not. So pay attention when you're typing. Not give them the endless bubble when you're sitting there waiting for days for them to hit enter. Now that also happens when you're in channels, like Paul and I go to the same channel.
Right.
Let's go down to the all important channel, the meme channel.
Okay, oh, yes. All right, so we'll go, I'm going to come out of the private,
Memes is the club most active channel.
go back into, I'm going back into the to the Hearst Club. And we talked about the categories and so forth. We have two categories in our club, ham topics and non-ham topics, and memes are in the non-ham topics.
We're both in here as well. If I start typing, we'll get the pop-up at the bottom saying that I'm typing something as well. So you can be sitting there watching a channel and see that kind of thing pop up in the channel. Unfortunately, I do not have any good memes on this particular laptop. For those of you.
Oh, here we go. Here's a meme that's fun.
The very bottom under non-ham topic. So for those of you who want to be sure that you're up at 5:30 every morning, monitor the memes channel because that's when Chris posts. Like clockwork, 5:30 every morning, Chris is on there posting memes.
Part of the morning,
Part of the morning routine.
so am I?
Let me see.
What I usually use on Discord is my old phone that it works on. I probably should move it over to Zoom on after a year.
Let's see. Yeah, that must be, we must have hidden the other group because I'm not seeing them.
Which one?
The list of users that are on the far right. I think it may have to do with the size of, but we can't see yours. How did you turn it on though?
Okay, up at the very top, Rebecca pointed out, you see the two floating bodies next to the push pin, go low to the left. There.
Okay.
There you go.
I thought I turned it off. I wasn't sure what it was. So here you can see who's online. And
Type anything if that, the phone's perpetually on charge in the bedroom, I hear it.
Yeah, I'm not showing you online.
in fact, here you are, Greg, and you're not online.
Damn it, maybe the phone got it.
So get up at 5:30, watch the memes channel, that's what Chris posts. To know whether or not Greg's phone is on the charger, look for Greg in the contact list.
It's a club body.
I have a problem when I log in with the PC, my PC there, I always hit it on hard drive.
Gotcha.
I'll say trash, no trust.
What is this?
So one of the things you can do, when you go to set up on a new PC. Log out of mine. Are we watching me? No, we're watching yours, right?
Right, if you want to switch share,
Give
let me
the
know.
real quick.
You should have share capability already. I'll make sure, but I'm 99%. Yeah, okay. Thought you did.
Cool things about Discord is if you switch servers or switch computers, excuse me. I believe you can do this when on phone. You're logged in on your cell phone. You go to log in onto a new PC. When you first open up Discord, you'll get this wonderful screen with a little QR code. There's an option in the app, if you go into your settings, to scan QR code. If you scan that QR code, whatever PC you're trying to get in on will automatically log in with your account. You're not having to remember your username and password all the time. It makes it a lot faster to get signed up on multiple devices. I've got Discord running on my cell phone and like 4 desktop PCs. And almost all of them are always on, so when you see me on there, you're never really sure where I'm at. I live on Discord. I actually have some functions that are done through work that are on Discord servers as well, so. Not just for, like I said, it's not just for the games in hand and everything else. You can do a lot of things here. You keep telling yourself that. Okay, so I'm logged in on my cell phone. I'm not logged in on this PC. I'm going to scan the QR code from my cell phone. Give me a pop-up box on my cell phone, tap log in. I will do that. And now my PC is logged back into my Discord. Very good. So on this particular one, I don't know if anybody on here uses WireGuard for VPN. The open source version of that's called HeadScale. That's what that particular group is. This is the Flying Pigs QRP club that Rebecca turned me on to, which after 4 months still have not approved me as a member. This is for a plan I'm on for Diablo Immortal, the club chat, ham radio crash course. Got him on here. Let's see here. Merlin Media. I don't remember which one that one is. Something to do with 3D printers, but I don't remember off the top of my head. Another game I played, and then Clipper, which is an open source firmware for 3D printers. I'm also on that one. I'm pretty active on that one. Passing this stuff back and forth with the developer. But yeah, you can do a lot of different things with Discord. Do we have? Merlin firmware? Yes, that's what it is. We do not currently have, I don't know that I have the authority to create them or not. Yes, we do. Okay, so here on our server, if you go down under non-ham topics, we have another section called video and voice channels. Chris uses this when he's net control, and I will get on here sometimes too as well. But the video and voice channel, you can sit here and have a video conversation. Like I am right now, or you have the option to turn on my camera. And now I'm sharing in a video and voice channel on a live camera stream. And anybody that's in there as a member would be able to do that as well. So you can actually have a video chat in there or video conference. Not just a second.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll show up on the screen. I'm gonna see if I can join the video.
Should be able to.
What is the, see if bring that is now.
Chris does it when he's doing net control because he'll put up his lifetime logging. His Excel worksheet up there directly, so people that are watching in can see who all is getting checked in, etc. He just does it for that. You don't, it's not not a necessity is net control, but he does it. It's like watching NetLogger.
Yeah.
But we don't typically use our nets are so small, we don't typically run NetLogger for ours. But it's the equivalent to that to see who all is checked in and whatnot. He'll put up his Excel sheet right here, and as he's taking check-ins, it'll get populated that way.
Yeah.
I'll do it sometimes when I'm running net control. just-
Not sure if I can, I apparently can't turn my camera on, so.
Yes, so let me do that. So I'm in here, I have an option to share your screen,
So if I click on.
and then under share your screen, I can go to. I don't have anything else open at the moment. Yes, you can kind of use this like a Zoom. Very easily be used in replacement.
It's an almost, yes, it's an awkward replacement for Zoom,
It's not, but you have a lot of the same
but
capability.
it has similar, yeah, it has similar capabilities. I'm sorry.
What are the downsides, like latency?
You don't have as many controls.
Latency, you don't have as many controls. It's not really, it's not set up the way to go to a group the way Zoom is.
No.
So it's more awkward, but it does, it's a very basic Zoom, so lacks a lot of features.
So I do a lot of online gaming. A lot of times when we're doing raids or that kind of thing. You'll have somebody streaming what they're seeing on their screen so you can watch a game happen in real time. Discord actually started off as a replacement for Twitch. Twitch was a really big screen sharing thing for people who play games. And then we moved into other things. If all that chiming was me or you?
That was me.
Was you, okay, somebody's getting messages.
Anyway, so what questions do you all have? We've kind of covered the basics. And to me, the biggest thing is the ability to chat with each other within the channels. And just like Facebook, this is very similar to Facebook in a lot of ways. And just like Facebook, the messages you put on run in order chronologically. So you can go back and see what people have written about you or about some topic some time ago, and then you come down. Let's see what I've lost my.
For special interest.
There's
groups
what
and that kind of thing, Discord works great, unlike Facebook, where you can be following a lot of your favorite things and get on there. And all of a sudden, you're looking at posts from 4 days ago being at the top of your list, and stuff from last month showing up 3 days later, and that kind of thing. With this, you can actually drill into one of those topics directly and see what kind of updates are out there.
Yeah.
That ever since Facebook made that modification, it drives me nuts. I'll get on there. The thing at the very top of the list you would think would be the most recent post, but no, it's a post somebody posted 5 days ago, but it's at the top of your list because somebody commented 5 minutes ago.
Oh, is that what that does?
Yeah, it's primarily when people comment is when it.
Because I'm an admin on a little Facebook group, and I pin some important things at the top, and it stays there. Anyway, so what questions might you have about using this? Or any questions about how it works with the club, or questions about just overall use, how to use it?
As the club, we made it one of our primary, not the only, but one of our primary methods of reaching out to the club. And
Yeah, other than Ham Club and emails that we do, blast emails, this is one of the primary ways that we reach other club members. And as you can see, just looking, well, you're sharing your screen.
Back up.
So let me, oh, you're gonna do it, okay.
The other thing you can do with this is you can collapse or expand your topic area. So you come in here one day and all of your channels are gone. Make sure you haven't collapsed everything. I've done that on more than one occasion. Go ahead.
I've only been using this for a few months, but I'm. There are actually 4 things that I would have liked to go on day one that are very useful. The first is you could edit what you've posted. Say, why don't you like post something?
Yes, so let me go to successive document. We'll get into all of those things.
Make
Well,
a
that-
typo and then post it and then we'll go edit it.
So that is a typo, Chris.
I can't read that.
So I posted Chris post too many meetings.
There you
Oh,
go.
wait a minute, that's not what I meant to say. So I edit icon, which is a little pencil,
Nice looking in.
and then I can click back and say. What I meant to say was Chris is great.
There you go.
Thanks, Chris, for posting all those.
Exactly. So when you edit something that's really hard to see on the screen, you edit something or something's been edited, it'll actually say out to the side, edited. Now, the other thing that goes along with that is, I really didn't mean to post that at all. You have an option to delete message. Like everything else, it wants to confirm you're really sure you want to delete this message. And you can delete that. Now, if you're on a server where you post something that starts getting a lot of comments. And this goes sideways and off the rail. If you delete your original post, all of the comments and all of the replies go with it.
So you can turn the flame off.
You can turn the flame off real quickly.
Okay. So you
Real
had,
quickly.
you had 4 things, Rebecca. Edit was
What was your
one,
next?
or the other 3?
Edit.
The next one, while you're there in the menu there, you see all the emojis that we like to slap on posts and react to pictures and so forth. Once you start using the emojis, the most popular ones will appear at the top of your list.
Right.
But I think the real power of this application is the ability to post pictures and videos, especially if you're in Newham, you're building something, you run into a problem, you need some advice. You take a picture of it, you post it, you get some feedback.
You mean like a trash can Faraday cage?
That's exactly where I'm going. So right here, proposed it yesterday for trash can Faraday.
There you go.
Build projects will have a lot of this. And that's where we primarily use this, is if you're building something or want to show off what you've done recently or whatnot. In your ham radio adventures, build projects is great for you. The other nice thing about it is you can go back and see everything that was ever posted there. So if you,
Exactly, that's point 4, the search function.
so if you forget about something. And let's say here. Now it is. A pretty specific search. You just need keywords. But it's a literal. So. Actually, no, it's not as literal as I remember. So I typed in off center in this list. And here we've got Mark's comment about building an off center fed dipole. You got mine comments about off center fed dipoles, etc. When you have your list of results, you can click on that particular comment you want to look at. And it'll jump you to that part of the discussion in the thread.
That, in my opinion, is invaluable, because there have been countless discussions I've seen on Discord, and it may not have been relevant to me at the time, but months later, I'm thinking about doing that, I would, when we should have been talking about
Somebody
this.
said something.
Yeah, you just remember a single keyword or a couple, and you start looking, and it's a very good search algorithm. It tends to find what I'm looking for every time.
Well, it's not as big as an encyclopedia, which is good to learn more.
How did I end up? Oh, the other thing too about the search feature is it's cross-channel. Because that was talked about in repeaters when I started off doing the search from build projects. That's how I ended up in repeaters in the results. So is that all for?
That was all one.
Anybody else?
Every once in a while, I see a message that's highlighted. How do you do that?
Okay, so the highlighted messages are typically things that people have replied to. So, let's see here. Somehow I keep ending up back in memes.
It's anticipating.
It's anticipating me. Discord has a mind of its own. All right, so let's see, here. I'll go in here to repeaters. John posted 2 days ago that the Arden outage was canceled. I'll hit reply. Reply to his post. So it doesn't show highlighted on here, but if you go to the repeaters channel right now, it should show my reply to him. It's like, usually it's in a golden background or a yellow background.
I think it's only highlighted for the person that you're replying to, or if you mention somebody specific.
That's what it is.
So it's a per.
It's a notification to the person.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
That is,
right.
that's right. The other thing, and we touched on this, we glossed over this, I think. If you want to contact everyone, I do this quite regularly. You can do an @, and then the word everyone, and that will send a message that will alert everyone about your message. And that will become highlighted because it's to you and everyone.
And there's Katie5HIY saying hello with the comment. If Tech Talk is still underway, just waving hello. Let's see.
Then the other is if you want to kind of highlight or prompt an individual, you can put their an @ and their name in the list, and then it will direct the comment to them. So if their Discord is on,
So if I
they'll get notification. Do an @Paul.
Okay, so I just did an @ and I immediately pulled up this list of people. If I start typing Paul's name, it narrows down to Papa Smurf and says Paul W5PFH.
Then he can type the message in there. And
So the @everyone is a default option of Discord. However, the moderator or administrator can turn that function off. So don't think you can go to just anywhere in Discord and do an @everyone. I'm on quite a few servers where that gets turned off because, there's 10, 12, 14,000 users.
Oh,
And it gets abused.
Yeah.
And it gets abused. So, @everyone isn't always on. It's on ours.
it's on ours.
It's on ours. Now, the other thing too is if you want somebody to really pay attention to something in a specific topic group, I've never seen this turned off. You can do hashtag and that channel name. And it'll alert everybody that's a member of that channel. I haven't run across a server yet where that was turned off. It is a feature that can be turned off if it's abused. And Chris is back. Now, things like animated GIFs will play for like 3 or 4 cycles and they'll stop typically. But if you scroll back up to that portion of the discussion, I'll get the animated GIF going. It's over. It starts over. It starts over. Now, when you're wanting to do things like that, the GIF feature is probably nothing that you guys will ever use. That's if you have a paid Discord account, you can do things to help bump server status or whatnot. That's what the gift is.
You might want to mention the paid. There is a paid function of Discord that will allow you to do certain things. It doesn't give you very much more capability. I was reading a thing about it. It says it's more for bragging rights. But one thing it will do, it will let you use, and they're listed here, and those are the animated emojis. You can't use them without the paid subscription.
And it's a couple of bucks a month. It's not, totally unreasonable. But it depends on what you want to do. If you click on GIFs, they've got a list of different GIFs based upon categories. It's all off the tenor, so you can actually type something specific. Spell this correct. Correct. So I search for Mandalorian, and I'll come back with a bunch of different GIFs that are related to the Mandalorian. Now, this feature, these animated GIFs, you do not have to have a paid version for. It's the animated emojis that you have to have a paid version.
Yeah.
You got things like stickers. You can do stickers by their topics, or you can choose, once again, source them. Now, as a server administrator, you have the option to create your own images that can be used. And if somebody's a member of your server, those images become you have the ability to use them across different servers. Like here, since I'm a member of Josh's ham radio crash course, he has some specific images that have been added that I can post in other Discords. They're actually right here under. Yeah, let me minimize this. Where's my? Banco is not working.
Can you use photographs to create these?
You could. So that's the next part of this. When you're in here and want to do something specific, it's right there. It's right there. Out here to the front, you have a plus symbol. Plus symbol, you can upload a file. And you can take anything from your hard drive. Images, Excel files, power, whatever you want to take.
And you can also just drop them. You can drag them and drop them in there too. If you have. So
I don't
those,
know if everybody else will have these. I know Chris and I have this at least. We have it turned on for all members. You have the ability to create a poll. So in a specific, topic group, you want to know, you're wanting to build an antenna for 2 meters. You've got several different ones in mind. You want to know what everybody thinks, they would recommend. So you can do. So I'm doing 2 meter antenna designs. I can spell antenna really. So different answers, I can say. Dipole. These are what I'm putting on here for different options. I can say how long do I want the poll to be up? The default to 24 hours, you can do hour up to 2 weeks. You can allow them to answer multiple times or let everybody pick one and only. Post. And now there's a poll there. That anybody can come back behind and say, okay, well, I really like verticals. So I'm going to say vertical is my choice. And as a person who put the poll out there, you'll be able to see. Anybody that can see the poll can see the percentages, and you as well can see what everybody's.
Get back there.
Right. Now, the other thing about a poll is typically on the polls, it will, after the poll duration is up, the poll will purge itself. So you're not killing a whole lot of real estate in a channel with 27 million different polls. I didn't like vertical, so I had the option to say, no, I don't like, so I voted for vertical the first time.
So,
I don't really like vertical. I can hit remove vote, and then I could go and say, I'd rather do dipole.
so 2 months later, you can't do a search, find out what the poll results were, as it's gone.
Let me double check on that. I know the last poll I did, I manually purged because I got my answers.
Yeah, and again, these are the fringe things.
These are fringe.
Nice to know,
These are friends.
nice to do,
But you have different,
but the main core thing is our communication. And so and Rebecca had the great points. What other things, questions might you have about how to use this? And again, if you haven't used it much, Tom, we'll go over get it set up for you, but
we'll get you fixed here in a minute.
do you have any thoughts about what you found it to be useful for, what you like or don't like about it?
Point out, we have an on the air channel too, which I think is underutilized, but has great potential.
Okay. So first, real quick, back to my original, no, the poll will stay there as she manually purged. I just did the polls,
Oh,
and this is one that I did back when we were doing the common mode chip. I did jump. I'll take you back into the discussion thread. It's completely uneditable at this point because the poll is closed, but you have the results there. All right, so on to what Rebecca was just saying. Yes, the topics we have under our hand topics is Raichu, which is just like sitting there, Raichu, not a repeater. Repeaters where we have everything related to what's going on with the repeaters and the Arduinos, et cetera, connecting them. We have a racy section where Don and I, and John, whoever's watching things at the time when weather events come in, we'll post stuff there. As well as volunteer opportunities for working things like races, et cetera. Cowtown's always looking for operators for marathons. A lot of times you'll see me or Sam posting stuff there from Cowtown. We have a separate channel specifically for CW digital and HF communications. A lot of us will get on there when we're doing digital modes or operating CW, et cetera. Build projects, they speak for themselves. Nets. This one does not get used too often. A lot of times it's net controls that you're posting things or people saying they couldn't get checked in to the net. That's one of the big things is if you're listening to the Sunday night net and you cannot get in for whatever reason, don't hesitate to post here because that will allow us to know that you're having problems and we can possibly help you figure out why you're having problems reaching. Testing is for our monthly testing for people testing for their licenses. VHF, UHF digital. It's like our CW digital HF, but it's the other bands. A specific one for SDR that I had Chris set up for me on here. A lot of different topics about SDR. There's not much discussion here yet, but I'm working on building it up with more things. Of course, our summer field day and winter field day channels, these are used for planning, et cetera, for those particular events. And then down to the one that Rebecca was mentioning, on the air. If you're out doing a POTA activation or planning on being on CW or something, and you're just like wanting the club to know that you're out there, see if anybody could work you, post me on the air while you're on.
it's also been useful for like people, like you will tell me when KJ60R is
Correct.
on. Someone mentioned it was a battleship, such and such
Right.
devastation. That kind of thing is interesting to a lot of people. It's
You won't find on HF when you're surfing the bands, you won't think anything about, a random Wednesday in April, but you'll get on there and there's a battleship on the air. There's somebody working one of the battleships from one of the floating museum sites or whatever, and they're on the air for the next 20 minutes and they're on these particular bands. You can get on here like Rebecca was saying and post so-and-so is up if you're looking to work those kind of unique stations. So on the air is very good for that.
And Jason didn't post here for this, but the other day, Mike Hafner came through town. He was taking the train from Illinois down to Temple. As he passed through, he got his handy-talkie out and hit our repeater. Jason happened to catch him, and then
Right.
I got on and had a little conversation, and then you say that you got on with him on
I did not.
at breakfast. Anyways,
Somebody else at breakfast.
Anyways, got Chris. It was Chris.
Yeah,
And they got on with him and talked with him on the way back. Again, Jason posted it in Ragchew, but it would have been appropriate for
Would have been
there.
appropriate for that, yeah. We have a swap meet if you're looking to move or acquire any ham related equipment. So far, the only sales that have been in there have both been Chris's.
Basically, this is where you can sell stuff.
Right.
Go to the club, somebody.
Before I scroll down, and the next section, I apparently have something I haven't read yet, so I've got this little bubble here that says new unread. So if I click that, it'll scroll me down. Oh, those are system logs, okay. Not ham related topics, but still related to the club. We have a club business channel we added recently for any club discussions. Not related to the executive. Can happen down here.
Yeah, the
That's at the
executive, I'm sorry to interrupt. The executive is private
Right.
for just the board,
Just for the
and
board.
then the club business is for all members.
As I
To bring
said,
up things that they may want in the agenda on the, for a meeting or some issues they're having with the club in general.
As I said before, the all important memes channels here. Off topic is strictly for things that don't fit anywhere else. For example, Peter, one of our club members, posted earlier this week on how that he's been laid up for the last month because he broke his back.
Yeah. how'd it go?
I don't know. I was hoping to see him next weekend at the race, but he's not going to be there, so I'll see.
Is it for, yeah.
Yeah, he's looking for another rehab place. So off topic, like I said, if you got something you want to have discussion with other members, but it doesn't really fit anywhere else, off topic's a good place for it. Firearms, we do have firearm discussions that go back and forth through here as well. We have a section for GMRS, not ham related, but still. You know, still a lot of members, a lot of hams have their GMRS license, so we put the GMRS channel up there for that as well. Scanning, specific to scanning from systems and what this has been primarily. I'll be posting some new stuff out here for HurstARC in the next couple of weeks too, because they've done an update on that. POC is for POC radios, and I cannot remember what POC stands for.
Be the top.
PTT over cellular.
Somebody,
PTT over cellular, thank you. That's what the POC radios are. Those are the radios that say, you know, if you talk to somebody 4,000 miles away. The radio format, but you're using the cellular.
using a cell phone, so it's one of those oddball things.
Come one of those fringe
But
things.
the point is that we do have all these different channels. So for specific stuff, plus Ragchew and the off topic for things that don't relate, you know, that are just general. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? I've been doing this, whatever, you know, just but ways to communicate. And if you saw when we had the list of folks on the far right, there's quite a few club members that are here that you know, move in and out, come in and out. At any one time, there'll be 8 or 10 or more. There you go. Club members that are online. And then, you know, you put something out there and somebody may respond to it right away. So it's a great communication tool. And we'd like to get more and more people on it. I put stuff up about club meetings. We put stuff up about nets. We put stuff up about date sensitive things. I try to get them out there and post them here. Yes, ma'am.
Can you send notifications so it'll ping my phone if there's anything?
You can set it so that your phone will be, that's your setting.
Yeah.
You can set it so it will ping your phone when certain Discord messages come through. And we do have automated announcements. We have automated announcements in 2 places, but Discord is one of them.
So when you're in on Discord, say I want to get notifications that are server-wide notifications. You right click, you tapping on a server on your phone. You have a whole section for notification settings. You can choose how different notifications come to you. I believe you can also do it at the channel level. Yes, you can also do it at the channel level. You can set notification settings specific. The default are category default, which is all messages. So if there's anything that posts in there, you'll get a notification on your phone if you have that setting turned on. You can do notifications for, mentions, so somebody at you. You'll get your notifications on your phone will ping you, or you can turn it to nothing. So you'll never get any notifications. for that particular channel. You can do it at the channel level, or as I said, you can do it at the server level, which will then take effect all the channels under.
And it probably defaults to at you, the thing, because I haven't touched these and I get notifications when someone sends a message to me, at me, or at everyone. I
We
get
also have a
notifications.
section on an at server level for privacy settings. So you can set on a particular server, allow somebody to direct message me, yes or no. Filter messages from server members you may know, another one. Activity status, share your activity status on this server. You have the ability on a specific server to say, don't show up on mine. But on another server, you don't care if they know you are. You can go in and do those different kinds of things. You also have the ability to turn off. I'm not sure what the activity is going to be. I think that has to do with the video and voice. I honestly don't know.
And I would say one other thing that may be important to folks is you can change your handle on different servers. So I originally got on thing with I play Minecraft with a group, and I'm Fairlane 57. But for our group, I am W5PFH. So you can change it for your different groups, your handle, so that you can be identified that way, because people had no idea who Fairlane 57 was in the club.
Exactly. Now, for our server, the naming convention is your first name and your call sign. But on other servers, here, it goes by, this, yeah. Oh, that's the lobby term. Of course, I'm gonna show that. So, on this particular server, it's like Paul was just saying, that's my gaming handle for the game, Lord King. So I'm on that server. Lord King, Josh's Ham Radio Crash Course. What I said, at the server level as well, when you go into your profile, you have the option to change your image that's shown on that server. So you can have different graphics or different, what's the word I'm looking for?
Just images.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Avatars.
Avatars.
You have a different avatar with every different server.
I didn't know that. That's
Yes,
cool.
you can change your image at the server level.
So I could get rid of my Papa Smurf.
You can get rid of your Papa Smurf.
No,
Although
no,
I kind of like it.
Yeah, exactly.
How far can it go? We get capture flash.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Now, one thing I would say, this is
Yeah.
general thing, and we try not to be particularly political. You can lean a little bit, but don't go overboard. I got in trouble a while back. But you know, we do try to avoid really hard-hitting, mean political discourse on Discord.
The memes
Oh,
channel.
memes is wide open.
That's a free for all, right?
No.
Meme is a free for all.
If you, I don't know, I would not encourage anyone, I'm gonna use the political stuff. I would not encourage anyone to post a thing of Donald Trump that says daddy's home.
Yeah.
And those sorts of things. Those are kind of, those are a little over the top. I believe it, I've seen that
Yeah.
several places. So my point being, just be kind.
Be respectful.
Be respectful, yeah. I posted the Kamala Harris with the red wave, and I got my butt chewed out by someone on that, which I didn't care, they were wrong.
All right. And then, my particular case, I got 2 additional channels you guys will never see, well, 3, including executive. Pending users, this is where everybody goes. when they first apply. It's an admin thing, yeah, that's. So, what shows to us in here is the same thing you get when you first sign up your server, it's that same greeting message. That you would see, and then a lot of times when they pop on here, if it's pretty obvious to me who it is, I'll send you a DM and make sure you are who I think you are and go through the process. One thing that I need to get with Chris is, well, it says while you wait, would you change your username from whatever to name call sign format? You are not allowed to do that until we set you as a member. It says do it before we set you as a member, but you can't edit it until you're a member. So I need to get him to change the verbiage on that. So if you get on and you're not approved yet, feel free to send that email to Discord and B5HRC. Chris and I both get that. Oh, so you're listening now. Yeah, it's it doesn't allow them to change their name until. I didn't realize you had joined us. Chris just sent me a DM saying, I didn't know that. Let me fix it.
He's up there.
Yeah,
He's
I
up-
didn't notice him pop on. Yeah, I found that out the other day. I can't remember who it was. I think it was when I vetted Rodney. I wouldn't let him change it until he was in there as a member. So any other questions, comments, etc.? Then the system logs where Chris and I can go back and see what kind of trouble people have been getting into. It shows us when roles are changed. It shows us when people go in and out of the voice and chat channels. It shows us when you update your profile information. It shows us when crazy people like Captain Luke Harkless, whoever this is, joins the server. And then the one we had, the flyby we had yesterday, Mr. Bubba Gum.
That was, I was trying to test it, so I used that on on a computer that had not connected before,
Gotcha.
and it went all the way through.
So that's all I've got. You got anything else?
No, sir. I think that's it.
Well, then I think we'll wrap it there.
Thank you.
Recording?
Yep. There it is.